Why do some people become uncomfortable around silence? Why does a calm presence seem to disturb certain personalities more than loud disagreement ever could? Welcome to the Silent Mind. Today we explore a quiet but powerful social dynamic, the subtle tension between narcissistic personalities and quiet individuals. At first glance, this interaction appears ordinary, one person expressive and attention-seeking, the other observant and reserved. Yet beneath this contrast lies a deeper psychological story. To understand this dynamic, we must begin with narcissism itself. Narcissism is not simply confidence or self-belief. It is a personality pattern shaped by the need for recognition and validation. Many narcissistic individuals rely on external feedback to maintain their sense of worth. Their identity becomes closely linked to how others respond to them. Attention, admiration, and emotional reactions function as reinforcement. When these responses are present, the narcissistic individual feels secure. When they are absent, subtle discomfort begins to appear. This is where quiet individuals enter the picture. Quiet people often listen more than they react. They observe rather than perform. Their presence is calm and emotionally contained. While this may seem neutral, it can feel unsettling to someone seeking feedback. Narcissistic personalities frequently rely on social mirrors. Laughter, agreement, praise, and emotional engagement reflect their importance back to them. Quiet individuals offer fewer mirrors. They do not react excessively or provide constant validation. Without reflection, uncertainty emerges. Questions arise internally. Am I being impressive enough? Did I make an impact? Why are they not responding like others do? This uncertainty can create irritation that appears disproportionate to the situation. Control within social interactions also matters. Narcissistic personalities often attempt to shape conversations and emotional tone. They may position themselves at the center of group dynamics. Quiet individuals operate differently. They participate without competing for dominance. They remain difficult to predict and therefore difficult to influence. Unpredictability can feel threatening to someone accustomed to control. Silence itself carries psychological weight. Silence slows interaction and invites reflection. For individuals comfortable with internal awareness, this feels natural. For those who rely on outward expression, silence can feel exposing. Quiet people unintentionally create reflective spaces. Within those spaces, performance loses momentum. Another important factor is perceived judgment. Quiet individuals are often interpreted as evaluating others. Their lack of visible reaction can be mistaken for criticism. Narcissistic personalities, sensitive to status threats, may perceive neutrality as disapproval. The absence of praise can feel like rejection. Attention dynamics also play a role. In social environments, attention is limited. Narcissistic personalities actively pursue it. Quiet individuals attract it indirectly through calm presence and mystery. This passive attention can be particularly unsettling. Without seeking visibility, quiet individuals may still be respected or trusted. This creates subtle competition without confrontation. Boundaries further explain the tension. Quiet individuals often maintain strong internal boundaries. They listen without absorbing emotional intensity. They observe without engaging in drama. They disengage calmly when needed. For someone seeking emotional influence, this boundary feels resistant. Because it is calm rather than confrontational, it cannot be easily challenged. Identity contrast also contributes. Narcissistic personalities often define themselves through visibility and external impact. Quiet individuals may define themselves through introspection and internal values. This contrast highlights alternative ways of existing. Exposure to alternative identity models can provoke discomfort. If confidence can exist without constant validation, what does that imply about validation dependence? Communication styles differ as well. Narcissistic individuals may communicate energetically and persuasively. Quiet individuals may communicate selectively and thoughtfully. Each perceives the other through their own communication lens. Misinterpretation becomes likely. Emotional regulation differences deepen the dynamic. Narcissistic self-esteem may fluctuate with external feedback. Quiet individuals often rely more on internal regulation. Their emotional state appears stable across social contexts. This stability can be interpreted as emotional distance or superiority. In reality, it often reflects self-containment. Conflict situations reveal these patterns clearly. Narcissistic individuals may escalate intensity to regain attention or control. Quiet individuals may respond minimally or withdraw. The absence of escalation frustrates attempts to dominate the emotional narrative. What appears as passivity is often emotional boundary. Projection frequently occurs within this interaction. Quiet individuals may be labeled arrogant, cold, or unfriendly. Such labels often reflect internal discomfort rather than external reality. By redefining quiet behavior negatively, psychological balance is restored. Power perception is another layer. Power is commonly associated with charisma and visibility. Yet quiet power exists through composure and observation. This subtle authority operates outside familiar frameworks. Because it is not performative, it can feel elusive. Trust dynamics also shape perception. Quiet individuals often gain trust through listening and discretion. Others may confide in them naturally. For narcissistic personalities, this trust can feel like social influence beyond their control. It is important to recognize that personality exists on spectrums. Not all expressive individuals are narcissistic. Not all quiet individuals are resilient. However, these patterns provide useful insight into recurring interactions. For quiet individuals, this understanding can reduce self-doubt. Discomfort from others does not necessarily indicate inadequacy. It may reflect differing psychological needs. Authenticity does not require performing extroversion. For those with narcissistic tendencies, awareness creates opportunity. Recognizing discomfort with quiet presence as informational allows reflection. Silence can become space for growth rather than threat. Ultimately, this dynamic reflects a broader psychological truth. People differ not only in behavior but in how they derive stability. Some stabilize through interaction and recognition. Others stabilize through reflection and internal coherence. When these systems meet, friction can arise. Yet within that friction lies understanding. Quietness does not oppose expression. It complements it. Observation balances performance. Reflection balances visibility. Silence balances sound. Perhaps the discomfort some narcissistic individuals feel around quiet people is not about the quiet person at all. It may reflect an encounter with internal spaces rarely explored. Spaces where validation pauses and identity rests without audience. And within those spaces, meaningful questions often emerge. This has been The Silent Mind, where silence reveals what noise cannot.